Hello Libras and welcome to Deku Tarot. I'm going to be doing your monthly tarot reading for February 2019. I'm going to be using my Hobbit Tarot deck here to check out your general energy for the month as well as what is coming in for you throughout the month. And then we're going to look at your challenges as well as your love reading for the month. I do want to say when I was meditating and shuffling the cards beforehand on you guys, I happened to see the card at the bottom of the deck, and I don't always check it. I'm not one of those readers that's always like the card at the bottom of the deck, but occasionally when it does come up and it is significant and I notice it very significantly, I will bring it up, and yours is quite significant. It is the Wheel of Fortune. So I do think that whatever is going on in your life right now, you guys are having a real change of fortune, having a real shift here in your circumstances and what's going on in your life. Or again, maybe that Leo full moon and total lunar eclipse brought in a real shift in some area of your life or even in your mindset. It feels like maybe we've let go of some things and we're opening up to a really amazing new future. And it just feels like new Libra. So interesting. Alright Libras, this reading will not resonate with every single one of you, and that's okay. I'm going to be drinking some coffee during this because my voice is kind of going because I was super sick at the beginning of this week, and that's why the rest of the monthlies have been coming out a little bit slower. But alright Libras, if you guys want to check out the astrological overview for this month, it's in the first 5 minutes of the Aquarius February 2019 video. Okay guys, it's actually I think less than 5 minutes, but it's just a nice little astrological overview. And we have a lot of huge things going on astrologically this month, which I will talk about in the weeklies as well. So be sure to check out your weeklies throughout this month. Alrighty, Libras. What is your general energy for this month? Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. What is their general energy for February 2019? We're getting, ooh, the Ace of Wands. So yeah, it really just feels like you guys have a new energy, a new strength. I just feel like there's a more empowered Libra coming in here, and just, I don't know, you guys just feel different. We're following our path, we're following our passions here. We're following new paths. Some of us here have new ideas, maybe new offers. Or it just feels like you guys have a lot of energy and you're trying to put it into just moving forward in life in whatever aspect you're focusing on. But I'm feeling more career for a lot of you guys and life. So maybe you guys are just like this month, or you know, this year I'm going to do this and this and this, and you guys are making some big plans this year. I mean, sorry, for the year ahead during February, or maybe we're again, following new creative paths, having new ideas, maybe starting new jobs. And the Ace of Wands to me is a real sense of newness, a new sense of adventure. You know, the past is the past, and now we're taking this, you know, excited leap forward. It's almost like an Aries leap. I always see the Ace of Wands almost kind of like a Fool Aries energy, where we're jumping into something. There's, you know, the beginnings of something that could be very exciting for us, very something that we really love, something, you know, also that has to do with maybe creativity or a new mindset or a new offer in terms of career. So any of those things, there's a real sense of newness for this month for you. You guys could have a lot of energy this month, it seems. All right, so let's check out what's coming in this month for my Libras. What's coming in this month for my Libras? What do they need to know? The Libras that need to hear these messages, what do they need to know for February 2019? What is coming in for them? What will be happening? What is coming in for them this month? We get Four of Swords. What's coming in for them? High Priestess. Queen of Wands. What's just coming in for my Libras this month? For February 2019. Two of Wands. There's a lot of repeating cards here. The Two of Wands showed up in Virgo. So if you guys are dealing with a Virgo, have any signs in Virgo, definitely go check out the Virgo reading for February 2019. This card came up actually, I think, twice for them. And Knight of Wands. Okay, interesting. Let's get some clarifiers here. All right, let's clarify the Four of Swords here. Four of Swords. Although to me that's just a card of kind of rest. We're needing to take some rest there at the beginning of the month. We could also be, you know, having things move a little bit easier at that time. And if they aren't, we're going to really need to watch that, you know, take some extra time for rest and recovery, take care of yourselves. Four of Swords indicates, you know, there's a really a need to relax, because we do have this energy coming in all month, and we're going to want to go, go, go. But we need to sit back and also listen to what's coming in with the High Priestess there. The Ace of Wands says that the undercurrent there is, you know, with rest and listening to our higher selves, we are going to get these ideas. Then we're going to be able to use that energy towards something constructive. Is really what I'm getting there. But I mean, we'll see what else comes out before I get too into this. I'm just got a nice little message there, really powerfully, so I wasn't going to ignore it. The High Priestess and the Queen of Wands. I'm sorry, I'll try to speak up. I know my voice is kind of quiet right now. The High Priestess and the Queen of Wands. Clarify the High Priestess. High Priestess energy, moving to the Queen of Wands energy this month. Just bringing up these energies. Queen of Swords, and that's you guys. Alright, Queen of Wands. Clarify the Queen of Wands. Six of Wands reverse kind of popped out. Interesting. Two of Wands and the Knight of Wands. Five of Swords. And let's get the Knight of Wands here. I feel like there's one more. Yeah, Eight of Coins. Okay. Alright, let's make sure these are all lined up here so we can see them good. And this is my Hobbit deck, by the way. I think I mentioned that earlier, though. Anyways, okay. So like I was saying there at the beginning of the month, if you want to get clarity, and you need to, and it feels like you guys need to balance out here. Queen of Swords, I mean, that's you guys showing up in your own reading. This is the card that I associate most with Libra, is the Queen of Swords, in terms of the court cards. But you have a lot of, yeah, there's a real push in energy this month. However, there is a need, you know, it feels like you need to do a bunch of things. There's a lot of things that need to get done, but we need to take it slower. And we need to take it slower, not only just for, you know, rest and recovery and making sure we don't overextend ourselves and get sick or anything. Because, again, you know, it's the winter, everybody gets sick and stuff, but so that could be, again, an issue at the beginning of the month. Just needing to rest and take care of ourselves so that we can have energy to really get through the rest of this month. So it feels like you guys have a busy month here. There could also be something that comes in when you're resting, when you're recovering, when you're taking time for you and kind of letting your hair down and taking things a little bit easier. And even if things are stressful, and if you do have to like take like a sick day or something, you need to make sure that you are, you know, not stressing yourself out about it. It feels like, you know, you're like, oh, well, I need to do this and this and this. And if you stress yourself out about it and don't take a lighter approach to it, it kind of feels like you need to not beat yourself up about, you know, getting sick or needing to take it slower, okay? You need to not beat yourself up about it, because it's just going to add stress and make it worse. And also, it feels like there's something important that probably wants to come in there. When the High Priestess comes up, I always see that as, I mean, it's also kind of a Taurus energy. A lot of people associate the High Priestess with the Taurus. I associate more the Empress, but Hierophant, High Priestess, some people, I don't know. There's always, like, I feel like there's people have different views on the High Priestess versus Hierophant versus Empress for the Taurus card, but that's a whole nother story. But anyways, so again, it could be some type of Taurian energy. Some of us could be dealing with somebody this month, but also, I mean, I don't want to associate that with that sign, because I feel that this is more of your higher self trying to come in. The High Priestess to me is your higher self, our intuition. Something is trying to come through here, and it's going to give us an idea. It's going to give us balance. It's going to give us a very clear path forward, and we're going to see, it feels like we're going to see clearly, you know, why things haven't worked out the way we wanted them to, where things have gone wrong. Because the Six of Wands reverse indicates that, you know, maybe we're not on the right path here. That, you know, something needs to be revised, something needs to be changed here. We haven't, you know, maybe we're not happy with where we are and we need to change directions. You know, we could also, again, be being very prideful of where we are because of how things are moving forward. And we need to kind of watch our pride and our ego at this time. Sometimes also is what I see as the Six of Wands, because especially with the Queen of Wands here. We could be riding high on a lot of really great things happening this month, or, you know, things just really working out, this new idea, new clarity coming in, and being able to move forward and, you know, see a better path forward, doing what we love, having new offers here. There's a lot of energy for, you know, moving up in work, basically, and really becoming more successful there, and, you know, having new opportunities. And we could be riding hot on our high horse here and being a little bit egotistical, but we need to remember that pride always goes before a fall. Because that's not going to end up well for us. We need to, again, stay very balanced. And the Queen of Swords comes up here to remind you that, you know, to stay balanced in that kind of nature, because we need to be looking at this from all different perspectives. You know, how are other people viewing us if we're going around, you know, talking about how great we are, and, like, spending all this money and doing this, that, and the other thing, and kind of being a little egotistical. And it's great to celebrate yourself, and I'm not saying don't be proud of yourself, but don't, you know, throw that in other people's faces, or, again, be a little bit too prideful, or feel that, you know, have any sort of sense of superiority towards other people and situations, because it's going to... Again, pride goes before a fall, is really what I have to say there. So be careful of that this month. We could be riding a high horse on what we think is right in a situation and not really be seeing it from a different perspective. And the Five of Swords can indicate that, you know, maybe we have a fight about this, or, you know, there's some type of miscommunication or issue here. It also indicates, you know, needing to... Yeah, kind of, I don't know. The Five of Swords always comes up to me often when there's fights, when there's fighting, or, you know, some type of disagreement here. And we're going to need to kind of sit back and not let our ego and, like, our... how fired up we can get about this situation, or whatever sort of disagreement, whatever sort of situation is coming up here around. I feel like maybe that Virgo supermoon on the 19th, or, again, maybe just towards the end of the month there. It just feels like we have some type of disagreement or different views of a situation, and we're not having issues reconciling it. And the Two of Wands really asks us to kind of sit back, and this is not really a definitive action moving forward. It's kind of a sitting, planning, watching, taking a step out of it, because our energy for this situation is not going to help it right now, because we're not seeing it clearly. Even though you guys are known to, you know, see things clearly, it just feels with this energy you guys are not seeing this situation clearly at this time for whatever reason. And, you know, your sense of superiority to it, and being like, it feels like you guys are like, oh, I'm just so over this. I'm just so much better than this at this point. Like, I'm not dealing with this. Like, it's whatever. It's like, I don't know. You guys just have this, like, sense of, like, I'm over this. I'm over this situation. But what we need to do before we say that is kind of step back here, because I feel like this is not the right way to approach this at this time. For some reason, your emotions are kind of like, I don't know, they're like, they're coming off wrong. They're coming off wrong to the situation. You guys aren't seeing it clearly, is really what I'm seeing here. And that's why, we need to take a step back with that Four of Swords. We need to take a step back, because, again, with all this fiery energy towards this situation, towards any sort of disagreements this month, it feels like we need to take a step back and think about it. We need to take a step back and rest and listen to our higher self if we want clarity in a situation, because all this fiery energy, all this, like, oh no, I gotta say this, or oh no, I gotta do this, or I gotta stand up for this person, or I gotta, you know, stand up to my boss, or I have to do this, and it's like, not a good time, Libra, not a good time. So even, especially if this is a work situation, which is really what I'm getting here. Again, it could be also, you know, I mean, it could be a relationship, a family, a friend situation. I don't know. I mean, when I do the generals, I usually am trying to focus more on career, but again, it could come up as different things for you guys. But there's a fight here. There's like a disagreement, and we think that we know best, and it feels like we really need to step back and look at it again, because when we review the situation, the Eight of Coins has been coming up a lot. This came up for Virgos too, in a totally different, you know, way here. But the Eight of Coins is still needing to step back, take stock. You know, the the Eight of Coins here is, he's watching them all, you know, cross the river and saying, oh, that's how they do it. Oh, I see now. You know, he's reviewing the path before he goes on it. He's reviewing the situation. And you guys are great at that. So, you know, tap into that energy and do that before you ride off. Because, you know, the Knight of Wands is, you know, that energy of, I'm just going to go for it. And I'm just going to run around and I'm going to say this and do that. Because some type of information that's maybe inflammatory or could, you know, be causing fights. You know, maybe in Aries, Sagittarius, Leo. It doesn't even have to be that sign. But, you know, the type of person that comes in, you know, all fired up and, like, says this and says that. And gets everybody all like, oh, my God, I can't believe, you know, he's making us do this, like, for work here. I can't believe the boss is doing this. Or I can't believe she said this, like, what the heck, or you know, this person did this, and we're gonna get all fired up and cause a fight. But what we need to do is sit back, review, and be like, not a good time to step in. Maybe a good time to review it. Maybe a good time to go step back and take stock of, you know, what this place has given you, what this, you know, what could really be happening here. Because again, we're not seeing it clearly. We need to, you know, look back at, has this person always been acting this way? Has work always been this way? Maybe it's just this one situation. Maybe this person has it wrong. You know, again, step back and review. I think this is a month for, you know, yes, we're going to have all this energy to move forward, but we need to put that in the right places and not towards negative things. We need to really be listening, you know, stepping back and listening this month. It's a really big lesson for you guys. I don't know, you guys are like all fired up, I feel like, this month for some reason. Let's get some, I don't know, I feel like I'll just going to pull one for a challenge card because I feel like your challenges came up pretty clearly just now. So I'm going to pull like just one challenge card here, and then we're going to go into your love reading. So I feel that we covered a lot of your challenges just now. They came up real strong. They're coming up. Alright, challenges for my Leos this month. Oh my god, did I just say Leos? Maybe some of you guys are being challenged by a Leo. I don't know. Oh my god, challenges for my Libras this month. Challenges for my Libras this month. What will challenge them? Princess of Pentacles. Yeah, there is this... The Princess of Pentacles to me is almost just like this very immature attitude sometimes of, you know, it's my way or the highway, and I'm going to throw a fit if it's not this way. And, you know, she's upright, so maybe, again, we're getting some type of information from maybe an earth sign, maybe a Virgo or a Capricorn here, and we're just having issues with either this person or this type of energy. And again, it could be the type of person that, you know, starts things and doesn't, you know, finish them, or, you know, the type of situation that always, like, begins and doesn't finish as well. Like, maybe you have a friend, or, I don't know, maybe this is on you. Maybe this is, again, this could be you guys, and I'm feeling like for a lot of you guys, this is you know, needing to finish things we start. I don't know why I'm getting that message really, really specifically, but we need to start, you know, finish the things that we start, you know, put what we have into it. Really, if we start something, we need to follow through. There's an energy to follow through here. It's also, I need to build upon what we have, and also not to give into, I feel like, this energy, because there is like this childish kind of like fighting energy this month, and that's kind of what I'm getting from this. And that's not usually what I get from the Princess of Pentacles, like upright here, but with the fire and the flames, and I don't know, I just feel like this type of almost like childish energy is coming up this month for you guys, and you're going to need to fight it. I don't know, it's probably, there's a lot of things happening astrologically, and that's why, you know, you should definitely go check out the first 5 minutes of that Aquarius February 2019 video, because it could be that for you guys that's really, I don't know, it could be your other placements, or I don't know, again, somebody is like, there's a somebody or a situation that you deem as either childish or just like frustrating, and it's making you act the way that you hate. It's kind of like turning you into the person that you're like either frustrated with, or the situation that you're frustrated with, and you need to kind of step back and breathe about it, and just kind of, you know, retract for the month, I think, guys. I don't know why I'm getting that so weird. It's like a really weird thing for you guys. Anyways, let's look at your love reading here. I'm going to use my Aquarian deck. Alright, let's see. Love and romance for my Libras this month. Love and romance for my Libras this month. What's coming in this month of February 2019 for love and relationships, singles, couples. Love for my Libras this month. High Priestess. She's coming up a lot for you guys. Hanged Man. Wow, there's definitely like a sit back energy for you guys. It's like, step back, Libras. Take a sit down. Take a seat. Four of Swords. Yeah, oh my god, wow. There's definitely a need for rest here. Maybe even a break for some of you guys. What are you guys thinking about? You're really in your heads this month in terms of love. Singles, couples, what's going on for my Libras and their love relationships? The Wheel of Fortune, and there it is. Remember how I said it came up at the bottom of the other deck? Wow, and there it is again. It's crazy, right? What's this? Knight of Cups reversed. Okay. Interesting. This is it. You guys are really, yeah, there's definitely a need to sit back this month. Like, sit down, take a seat, Libras. I'm gonna like leave that as I think your description, because you need to take a step back this month, because the High Priestess and the Hangman are both about surrendering to, you know, they're not action cards. They're absolutely not action cards. They're not like go and, you know, talk to this person and start this and do this. It's sit back. Despite the energy, sit back, listen to your higher self. Something is trying to be communicated to you, and it's asking you to rest right now. We might need to take a break. We might need to, again, if we've been like dating around, doing all this crazy stuff, we might need to be on our own for a minute. We might need to take, you know, a solo trip somewhere, you know, think on it, you know, be on our own. Even if we're in a relationship, we might really need a lot of time alone this month. High Priestess. Clarify the High Priestess. Ooh, Six of Cups. We're thinking about something from the past here. Something, some type of nostalgic feeling. We're wanting that. And we're, you know, stuck on some type of nostalgic feeling. Nine of Rods. It has, okay, this is interesting. I'm going to quit talking. Four of Swords. Clarify the Four of Swords. Until I get all the cards out here. Page of Rods. Wheel of Fortune. Fortune, the Chariot. I feel like that's all I really want to pull here. Maybe there's one more. Yeah, there's the Four of Cups. I'm going to leave that out there. Yeah, you guys and Virgos both got the Four of Cups. So yeah, if you have any placements in Virgo, again, go check that. Sometimes, you know, the signs next to each other. Sorry, there's like cat hair all over this. They come and sit on this as soon as I like walk out of the room. It's really annoying. I love them, but there's kitty hair everywhere. Alright, the High Priestess and the Hanged Man here. Again, these are very much like sit back cards. Sit back. All three of these, honestly. You're going through some type of shift here. And the Wheel of Fortune isn't just like one day you wake up and everything's changed and your feelings are like, oh, now all of a sudden everything's great. No, there is a shift here. There's a shift in a relationship here. If some of you guys are in a relationship, we might be... It feels like we're having, like, we're going inner. Like, we're going inwards this month. And we're thinking about something from the past. We're having a real sense of nostalgia. Well, you know, with that Six of Cups, you know, there's reflection on the past here. On things that have, you know, vanished. On feelings that have vanished. Even if we're in a relationship here. If we, you know, we're thinking about maybe an ex-lover. Or, you know, somebody that we were with before. Or, you know, just the feeling, you know, that you had when you were with somebody in the past. We're thinking about, you know, maybe that, you know, childhood romance type of energy there, you know, that pie in the sky type of relationship. And the Nine of Rods to me kind of signifies that, again, you're not like opening up to anyone about this. This is all extremely internal. It's not like even if you're in a relationship, none of this is like being spoken to other people. This is within you. And we're really opposed to talking about it, or we have our boundaries up because maybe if we're in a relationship, we've talked about it in the past and it has not gone well, or again, we just don't know how to approach this with somebody. And if we're, you know, single, you know, again, this is just all ruminating within us. Maybe we're not communicating to others how we're feeling, or even if we're thinking about somebody in particular, we're definitely not telling them because we're afraid of what is going to happen when we do. And the Hangman is saying it's, you know, that surrender card. You need to surrender to these feelings. You cannot fight them. So again, you know, with that fiery energy this month, we need to sit back. We need to sit back. There's a real energy to take a step back, to go within, to rest this month. We need to really, we're really reevaluating a situation maybe from the past, or why we're focusing on these nostalgic or, you know, feelings, you know, something that's having us reflect on a past situation, reflect on somebody from the past, or want to reconcile with somebody from the past, talk to them, or, you know, for some reason you're just thinking about somebody else, or a feeling from the past, even within your own relationship, and we're afraid to talk about it. We're afraid to talk about it, so maybe we're like, oh, the passion's gone, it's just not the same. Maybe we need to, again, you guys are afraid to speak about it. You're afraid of what will happen when you know, either have that conversation, or again, if you are single and you go and you talk to that person, you're like, I don't know what's going to happen, so I'm probably not going to do it. And with like the Four of Swords and the Page of Rods, you know, it's really almost, it's a very contradictory energy, because there's like maybe a new start here. Or some type of message that comes in, I feel like that shows us that maybe we're in the position of the Chariot, and that's what this Wheel of Fortune I think is here. You know, we've been resting and reflecting on this, and it feels like at some point we're realizing either, you know, how we view relationships. And I feel like the Virgo full moon, which is actually the biggest supermoon of the year, you know, on the 19th of February, again, is going to have us focusing on our long-term relationship plans, on long-term love, long-term relationships. We're like, what do I really want? What kind of feelings am I chasing here? Like, I think I need to go within and think about this, but I don't want to talk to anyone about it. I need to go within and on my own and, you know, balance out these feelings and work on this. And that's good. I mean, do that this month, but don't, if you need to open up and, like, maybe you want to talk to somebody about it, I would say do so. The Page of Rods is about communication, and it feels like with the Wheel of Fortune, there's some type of shift here. And we're either talking about it and we're realizing, or, you know, maybe we're communicating with somebody, you know, about how we need things to change. Again, with that that Knight of Cups reversed there, you know, it could be that we're realizing that what we have right now is not what we want. Somebody that we don't, maybe, again, we're realizing that this situation is not somebody that we trust, and that's what we're, you know, working through here. We're like, why am I still thinking about this person? Why am I still thinking about this situation or these feelings? Can I really trust this person? Can I really trust what happened there? You know, what really were their intentions? And you might be realizing that your knight in shining armor was not your knight in shining armor after all. And, you know, these feelings that are coming up here are, you know, just to work through that and work through the boundaries and, you know, what this person did to you in terms of the Nine of Rods. Why you're not open to talking about these things, why these things are coming up here. It's like you're having realizations about, I think, maybe how you view relationships and how you accept, what you accept in relationships. And that's what's coming up here. The universe is asking you to surrender to that and understanding that. And that maybe we need to mature. We need to maybe go in a different direction here, because what we have right now, or, you know, the way we are right now, is not satisfying with the Four of Cups. This is being bored, unsatisfied, really tired, and just like, oh my god, this is just like, bleh, like, what am I doing here? Like, this is so boring. I'm not, you know, satisfied at all with this. And we're longing for change, but you know, action must be taken here. And that, you know, the Chariot and the Four of Cups isn't saying that action is going to be taken. We're having that realization. I'm not saying that you guys are absolutely going to, you know, step forward and making the changes that need to be made this month, but, you know, at least we're realizing them, we're seeing them. I think that we're getting a sense of clarity this month by going within, by spending time alone, by really ruminating on these feelings and allowing the Wheel of Fortune to kind of change our perspective, to change our, you know, to change what's really going on here, so that we can see it for what it is. I'm not saying that you're in a bad relationship or something, but it's just something, it could even just be within you. What's going on within you that is leaving you dissatisfied? Why are we focused on a past situation if we're, you know, the person that we're with now, that we're happy with? You know, again, I feel like this is a past situation. Or, you know, if you are in a relationship, then you're focusing on a past feeling, a past situation with this person. Maybe, you know, the beginnings of the relationship and wanting those feelings back. Wanting to have that romance again. But we're not understanding why we can't connect anymore. Why we can't connect in that way anymore. Why can't we do that? And we need to talk about it. We need to, you know, stop sitting on the fence here and realize that the time to move forward into this is, and talk about, you know, how we're dissatisfied, how we're bored, or, you know, do something about about these feelings is now. We're coming into that. Again, none of these are really action cards, but you can take action. You may not know what to do just yet, but it does feel like we're realizing some big truths in terms of love and relationships here, okay? All right, let's pull a Romance Angel Oracle card by Doreen Virtue. I just got these recently, so I'm going to use this for you guys. Let's get some advice. Instead of my normal oracles, it's February. I decided for the rest of the readings, because I just got these in the mail halfway through doing all the monthly readings. So I'm going to use them for the rest of you guys. All right, Libras. Advice for my Libras for this month. Advice for my Libras. February 2019, where they need to know. The Romance Angels. True love. This is a romance of the romance of a lifetime. Okay, awesome. Okay. You pulled this card because true and lasting love is here for you. If your question was about a specific person, then this card serves as validation of the relationship's divine nature. This individual has genuine love for you, and you both can overcome the issues that arise. This is especially the case if you can express your feelings through attributes such as kindness, compassion, and courtesy towards each other. For instance, having honest conversations would be an expression of your true love, even if it involves discussing uncomfortable topics. If you're currently seeking a relationship, this card offers you assurance that true love is on its way. Keep the faith that a wonderful relationship is destined to come for you, and don't compromise with an unsuitable partner. It's essential that you treat yourself well by taking excellent care of yourself, for the foundation of a true love relationship is two people who cherish who they are. Wow, that's a beautiful message for you guys. Okay? So I feel like this is perfect for you guys this month. True love. We do need to talk about it, though. When we realize what's going on here and what we need to communicate, we do need to talk about it. We do need to communicate, because if we really love this person, that's what needs to be done here. Okay, guys? Anyways, check out your weekly readings throughout the month. If you guys want to book a private reading, all my information is right below this video in the description box. For all of February, I'm taking $6 off of all of my love readings. So be sure to book a love reading this month if you guys are interested. It's discounted. And I'm going to be doing a Romance Angels Oracle cards, pick a card love reading for the month, for what's coming in the month of February in terms of love for you guys. So check that out when I put that out as well. Have a wonderful February, guys, and I'll see you guys in the weeklies. Thank you.